Mr. Horus is on a mission. Kimmie's still on demon time, and Jules is playing double duty. What's good, y'all? It's Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Beauty in Black video, and in this one I'm breaking down season 1 episode number 12. It's titled Hot Seat. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Beauty in Black content and conversations. Y'all, I just gotta make it to the end. I'm hoping that everything is going to make sense at the end, because this is just one wild ride. In this episode, Mr. Horus runs down on Angel, because he has Angel brought to him at this random warehouse, and though Jules's men were trying to bug it, somebody scrambled it. I don't know if it's either Horace or Angel. It wasn't really clear. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. They just really couldn't pick up on what was said. But basically it seems as though, because we don't get the whole conversation, we get to watch the whole conversation, but Angel tells Horace everything that he wants to know under the guise that Horace is going to kill him if he doesn't, and he tells that. And before Horace walks off, he says, if I go ask Rain to corroborate your story, is she going to say everything that you just said? And he's like, no, because Rain is a real one and she's not going to tell you she'll die first. And Horace turns around like, you just a little snitch, chum. Basically, Angel's just trying to stay alive and make some money, and I wish I could get better context to like how Angel brought Rain and Kimmie into it, because he keeps saying that he's the reason or he's a part of it. But from what we got in the first part of this, they were actually tricked and set up to, have to owe Jules, right? So they were trying to make some money, hit a little quick lick. They get on the plane trying to move weight, and then they get caught. And then to bail them or to stop them from going to jail, Jules steps in, and then now they owe a debt to him that they have to pay off, which is set up for them to be completely extorted because they're never going to be able to pay it down, right? And that's kind of how the system works for a lot of the people who are being trafficked or basically being pimped within this system. So I'm trying to figure out how Angel was involved, because I don't actually remember him popping up when they gave the whole backstory to like what happened. They gave the backstory to how Kimmie and Rain met in that mall that they were trying to hide in because both of them were homeless. And then they gave the backstory about the flight and them getting caught up and all of that. But I don't actually remember I don't remember Angel. So if y'all remember, give me an update in the comment section down below. Maybe I got to go back and rewatch so I can be sure. But we just have that moment with Horace, and then he ultimately goes to talk to Rain, and he comes in playing good cop first, and then he starts to get mean and nasty, and basically like low-key pressure her by pushing his cane into her butt. Y'all know she done had to botch butt shots, and he like, well, pain gonna make you change your mind, because she's talking about something. I ain't saying shh. And ultimately, I think that she is going to say something. I think that she has to understand that she can trust him. But it's like, Horace, how is she going to think that she can trust you if you're going to come in and start trying to hurt her? You done did all this good stuff. You done got her in this private hospital. You done saved her life. You done did this. You done did that. Now you coming in here by hook or crook trying to get information about Kimmie. But what I will say is, I think that he's trying to get information about Kimmie because while he's also working to figure out how he can disinherit a lot of his family members from their shares within the company, I think he's trying to figure out who he could actually leave his stuff to, because he's also still dying, y'all. We cannot forget that he is still very, very sick and dying. Every so often he get the coughing and you get reminded of it, right? And I think that ultimately he might want to leave everything to Kimmie, but he's trying to vet her first. And that's so interesting to me. And I think it could be very dope. And it's like, okay, maybe I'll change my mind in reference to none of these dang old characters being redeemable in their little family. Maybe Horace can be, because it feels like he's going to kick his sons out of he's going to try to push them out in some way, some shape or form, because he realized how degenerate they are. And you know what, I ain't even really mad at it. Now I'm gonna go back to our attorney Varney, however the hell you say it, y'all. Child, he come over worried, and he comes over worried, and Charles is smashing some other thing because he's just running through behind, left and right and center. Mind you, you actually want to be with Renee, but you mad because Renee won't come out. Renee won't come out because your family is the biggest clients that he have and has built his business on them, yada 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 yada. And also he just seemingly is a closeted gay. Okay, cool. But he runs over there because Roy threatens him and says that he's gonna be fired because he knows that he's the one sleeping with Mallory. He's worried, and I'm just like, sir, you know that you're not sleeping with Mallory, and Mallory told you it's okay. So like, calm down, but I guess not, because quiet as kept, like Renee is like the closest thing to their little family that is actually like a civilian who's actually like seemingly a stand-up guy. And you can really see it when he's like yelling at Charles like, yo, when I thought I lost you, when I thought you were dead, like I literally lost my mind because I care so much. And I was so sad for him when Charles looked at him and was like, nobody gives a damn about anybody here. And I'm just like, see, that's y'all's problem. You got somebody who really loves you, who could really show you what love is, and you about to turn it away. Meanwhile, you have been neglected in this area of love and longing for it, which is why you chase tail, why you are constantly doing drugs and drinking alcohol, when you could just lean into the love that you have right here, but you can't even accept it. Hate that for you, but alas, Renee, it's time for you to pack up your heart and maybe start to find some new clients, baby, because this family is going to take you right on down with them. Now, talking about Kimmie, our little main protagonist child, Jules is on her and pops up at the motel shortly before she actually shows up, and he runs down on Angel, tries to get additional information from Angel. She's actually there. I'm sorry. She's there. He shows up after she arrives, and luckily she hides in that little small closet, not under the bed, not in the first closet that she tried to run to, because this man put 4 bullets through both of the beds, not even going to go look under it, and questioning and threatening Angel, trying to figure out where Kimmie is. And unfortunately, he doesn't actually find her in that moment, but he leaves one of his little goons there, and then she tries to run out after her phone dies, and she overhears Horace pressuring Rain and questioning Rain. She tries to run out, and then the little goon dude, the little dirty cop, he catches her and is taking her basically to Jules, who seemingly at his own family home, his upstanding family home. It seems like he has a wife and kids, and it's going to be coup de la because it's given very much suburbia. And it's like, sir, you're running a whole sex trafficking rink while also maintaining the suburban black dad stereotype. Man, I tell you, some of these villains have Beyonce's 24 hours in a day, because how are you actually keeping up? I do not actually know. But Kimmie is not going without a daggone fight. So she in this car, she talked to Jules. She said what she said. You heard that bass in her voice. He's talking about who you talking to? I'm talking to you. Where's my damn sister? That's all Kimmie wants to know. Where's her sister? Give her sister back safe. She basically on demon time. She is literally determined now. If y'all don't give her sister, everybody going to fall. She's going to keep putting bullets through brains, and she going to keep talking how she talking. She gonna keep pushing niggas out windows. She gonna keep putting bullets through brains. She gonna keep doing whatever she gotta do until she gets her sister, because not without her damn sister here. And this little Terminator demon time Kimmie is actually growing on me. Like, with us having more episodes and sitting with it, the stark change, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. It was a very stark pivot, which I guess we're gonna go ahead and justify with the big reveal of like her sister getting taken and that causing a personality break. Okay, cool. But it was definitely really, really jarring when we first got there. But now at this point, I'm just used to her killing people and going crazy. And I think she's going to do it for the rest of the season. Am I mad at her about it? No, not really. Angel stops by like he's supposed to at the club to, 1, keep up appearances, but then 2, figure out what information people have and who knows what. And then he meets up with the dude who was supposed to actually help him rob Horus, and then finds out about the whole Lambo thing, and that things are starting to come together, but then not really, because honestly, y'all, I should have probably rewatched those first 6 episodes, because I do not remember all of these little intricate details of who was involved where and what. It's so many people at play, and every time you turn around, Tyler is saying that somebody else also knew about this other thing, and it's like, but they weren't even there. I don't remember seeing them. It's a little bit confusing, but not. And then, y'all, they gave us more Shannon Wallace. Yes. The way that he talks to Gillian, and I don't know why I want to call Gillian Gretchen so bad. Like, I just want to call her Gretchen because she gives me a little Gretchen. But the way that he is so disrespectful and dismissive to this girl. He keep calling her bluff. She keeps saying, I'm going to ruin your life. I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell. Do it, ho. Do it. And it's just like, why is this man so fine? Messy as hell. Disrespectful as hell. But fine nonetheless. I'm gonna need them to give him a little bit more to do. And we've only watched him like in the last 2 episodes just standing guard on Mallory, and then Mallory like trying to make him jealous a little bit. But I need more of them interacting, because I actually live for the scenes and the chemistry of them going back and forth. Mallory trying to fight the fever and him pressing hard. Like, hell yes. In this episode we don't get additional information on Roy. I don't think anybody has found out just yet. Charles does decide to call Mallory and meet up with Mallory to ask her about Renee and him sleeping together, or Renee and her sleeping together, to which she basically denies it without coming out and says, like, she deflects a lot. So I don't know if he believes her or not. It annoys me that Charles doesn't actually believe Renee when he says that I didn't do it. But, you know, Charles is messed up, so it just is what it is. And that's it. Those are my thoughts on episode number 12. It's your good sis, You Love Talk TV with. And I'm headed to the comment section right now to see what you thought about it. Let me know.